Matt, a 2-2 draw here at Bradford this evening, but should it really have been 3?
I think so. On the balance of the game, on the balance of the chances created, and on the back of the 2 poor goals from our perspective. So much of that game I liked. But we've still got to value certain aspects a little bit more than we did today. Full credit to Bradford. They put us under pressure. They had bodies at the top end of the pitch, and it was 2 teams with a real passion for the game today. We played probably more football, I think I'm right in saying that, and used the ball a little bit better. I just needed one of those chances to go in. But having said that, the headline shouldn't be about those chances in second half. We should be ahead at half time, and we should be ahead comfortably on the back of not conceding poor goals.
I think the first half particularly is a similar case to what we've seen in recent weeks. We've fallen behind early but got back into it and dominated.
It's the irony of football that we had a corner one end of the pitch and it's an attack from there, so we'll look at that as a group of staff in terms of how we close off the edge of the box and don't allow that. But when you're on top in a game like that, you've got a lot of you've got to change your mentality as soon as you lose a ball or as soon as there's a threat there, if that makes sense. So we were thinking all the right things in terms of in possession and positive and looking like we're going to create it at will, but then you've got to quickly change your mentality in terms of what's needed next to look after your team. I just didn't think we quite did that in the first half, hence why we went in at 2-2. Second half was a more even affair, but we still had the better chances.
Even though we were creating some brilliant chances towards the end of the second half, does it just frustrate you more than anything that we weren't able to take anything?
Yeah, look, we can look at the chances and look at who they fell to, and the keeper's made a couple of saves and so on and so forth. The players are in the right place. We get the most amount of opportunities. Well, with the most amount of opportunities in this league, which is an incredible stat, and we started scoring goals this season. But like I say, we'll look at all aspects of that performance, and I'm stood here so pleased with the way we played at times, but I don't want to be pleased every week and not winning games of football. That's what we judged on, winning games of football, and Bradford have hit a bit of form, and you could probably see that in their game today. They've got some good players for this level, but largely I felt we were a better team.
At half time we saw you bring on Rory for Tom Hart. Was that just a tactical thing?
No, Tom had the whack just before half time, so he looks a sore one in relation to his knee, and then obviously losing Josh Key towards the end as well. Football changes quickly in terms of not only joining 90 minutes, but in terms of the players who are sat behind me waiting for opportunity. Football changes so quickly, and we might be a couple of defenders down for a certain period of time. No problem, we've got our bodies to step in, similar to what Rory and Jake did.
And how is Josh Key? That looked like a nasty collision.
It looked like a collision. Look, he's just said to me his whole body's sore. That's probably a good sign in terms of there's not one actual impact. He's learning the game, defending the back post, putting your body on the line, colliding with a post. And we've got to remember some of those young kids, keeper as well, dealt with some physical play from Bradford towards the end of that game, and dealt with a lot of crosses coming in the box. Jack Sparks defending the back post with his life as well. So we're making progress, but we're still certainly not the finished article.
Some people may be disappointed that we've only had one away win this season, but we're still unbeaten on the road, and that can only be a positive.
Some people in relation to
just general, some fans might think.
We want to win games. I've told everyone, I can't shout it loud enough in terms of where this team is as a group of players. We'd love to win every game. We're not good enough to do that yet. Anyone who's watched us and watches on iFollow, or even had the chance to watch us live, will understand we're not good enough to do that yet. One day we might be.
And there's another chance on Tuesday, mix up the team and play something.
Yeah, definitely. I've got to be sensible because, with no disrespect to that game, if it's a dead rubber game and now we've got injuries, I don't want to put anyone else at risk. We'll try and get the balance like we always do in relation to that competition. A game to win, a game we're going to look to win, a game to get some minutes into some legs, but the preparation will be for the following weekend.